Silence, all stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Mary Adams.
May it please the court, I move that my sister, Mary Adams, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mary Adams be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dana Ajaj.
May it please the court, I move that Dana Ajash be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Dana Ajaj be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jonathan Amir Zayan.
May it please the court, I move that Jonathan Amir Zayan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jonathan Amir Zayan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
James Philip Artemi.
May it please the court, I move that James Philip Artemi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let James Philip Artemi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sally Elizabeth Bastian.
May it please the court, I move that Sally Elizabeth Bastian be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sally Elizabeth Bastian be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophia Rose Benham Gestel.
May it please the court, I move that Sophia Rose Benham Gestal be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sophia Rose Benham Gestal be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anthony Bonacorso.
May it please the court, I move that Anthony Bonacorso be admitted to this court.
Let Anthony Bonacorso be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Monique Caban Galtarossa.
May it please the court, I move that Monique Cavan Galtarossa be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Monique Caban Galtarossa be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jikong Chen.
May it please the court, I move that Ji Tung Chan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ji Tung Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophie Nicole Chilvers.
May it please the court, I move that Sophie Nicole Chilvers be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sophie Nicole Chilvers be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samantha Terry Chu.
May it please the court, I move that Samantha Terry Chu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samantha Terry Chu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Angie Choi.
May it please the court, I move that Angie Choi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Angie Choi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Taylor Kate Chachi.
May it please the court, I move that Taylor Kate Chucky be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Taylor Kate Chucky be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Robert Christopher Collison.
May it please the court, I move that Robert Christopher Collison be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Robert Christopher Collison be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isabella Jane Conquest.
May it please the court, I move that Isabella Jane Conquest be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Isabella Jane Conquest be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Simone Eli Konya.
May it please the court, I move that Simone Ellie Conyan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Simone Ellie Konya be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alexandra Sarah Dadich.
May it please the court, I move that Alexandra Sarah be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alexandra Sarah Dadich be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Laura Magdalena De Feta.
May it please the court, I move that Laura Magdalena De Feta be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Laura Magdalena De Feta be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sydney Tan Quang Do.
May it please the court, may I move that Sydney Tan Quang Do be admitted as
lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sydney Tan Kwang Do be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Veronica Flores Ramirez.
May it please the court, I move that Veronica Flores Ramirez be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Veronica Flores Ramirez be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine Sarah Germanos.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Catherine Germanos be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Catherine Sarah Germanos be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hylene Go.
May it please the court, I move that Hylene Go be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hylene Go be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Noah George Harris.
May it please the court, I move that Noah George Harris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Noah George Harris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ethan John Keith Henwood.
May it please the court, I move that Ethan John Keith Henwood be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ethan John Keith Henwood be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Paul Chung Min Hong.
May it please the court, I move that Paul Chung Min Hong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Paul Chung Min Hong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Thomas Henry Humphrey.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Thomas Henry Humphrey, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Thomas Henry Humphrey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brenna Claire Kayan Hundy.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Brenna Claire Kayan Hundy, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Brenna Claire Kayan Hundy be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amy Louise Johnston.
May it please the court, I move that Amy Louise Johnson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amy Louise Johnston be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Peter Kostoglu.
May it please the court, I move that Peter Kostoglu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Peter Kostoglu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Erin Caitlin Leddy Rebecki.
May it please the court, I move that Erin Caitlin Leddy Rebecki be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Erin Caitlin Leddy Rebecki be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jessica Jane Lees.
May it please the court, I move that Jessica Jane Lees be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jessica Jane Lees be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rui Ching Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Ray Ching Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ray Ching Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophie Zena Lopez.
May it please the court, I move that Sophia Zena Lopez be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sophia Zena Lopez be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samuel Manns.
May it please the court, I move that Samuel Manns be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samuel Manns be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gurman Mutaru.
May it please the court, I move that Gurman Mutaru be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gurman Mutaru be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Grant Michael Morgan.
May it please the court, I move that Grant Michael Morgan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Grant Michael Morgan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Aidan Peter O'Callaghan.
May it please the court, I move that Aidan Peter O'Callaghan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Aidan Peter O'Callaghan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophie Catherine Papadimitriou.
May it please the court, I move that Sophie Catherine Papadimitriou be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sophie Catherine Papadimitriou be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Edward James George Paul.
May it please the court, I move that Edward James George Paul be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Edward James George Paul be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yi Peng.
May it please the court, I move that Yi Peng be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yi Peng be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marielle Leanne Pineda.
May it please the court, I move that Mario Leanne Pineda be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mario Leanne Pineda be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Guy Rabideau.
May it please the court, I move that Guy Rabideau be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Guy Rabideau be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Naranjan Raguntha. Gunath.
May it please the court, I move that my son Niranjan Raghunath be admitted as a lawyer of this honorable court.
Let Niranjan Raghunath be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Liam James Ryan.
May it please the court, I move that my son, James Ryan, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Liam James Ryan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Naya Sharma.
May it please the court, I move that Naya Sharma be admitted as a member of this honourable court.
Let Naya Sharma be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jixing Chen.
May it please the court, I move that Jia Xin Shen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jia Xing Shen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sasha Brianna Shanti Singh.
May it please the court, I move that Sasha Brianna Shanti Singh be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sasha Brianna Shanti Singh be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Victor Treemin Ta.
May it please the court, I move that Victor Truming Ta be admitted as a lawyer to this honourable court.
Let Victor Trimin Ta be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charlotte Grace Tosso.
May it please the court, I move that Charlotte Grace Tosso be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Charlotte Grace Tosso be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tanya Vundermerwe.
May it please the court, I move that Tanya Vandermerwe be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tanya van der Merwe be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Aidan Gregory Vavaresos.
May it please the court, I move that Aidan Gregory Vavaresos be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Aidan Gregory Vavaresos be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shidi Wang.
May it please the court, I move that Shidi Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shidi Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Train Wissam.
May it please the court, I move that Treen Wissam be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Treen Wissam be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shu Yi Wu.
May it please the court, I move that Shoyi Wu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shoyi Wu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ran Shia.
May it please the court, I move that Ran Xie be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ran Xie be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mei Lam Yao.
May it please the court, I move that Mei Lam Yao be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mei Lam Yao be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yu Cheng Ye.
May I please the court, I move that Yu Cheng Ye be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yu Cheng Ye be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jia Wen Zhang.
May it please the court, I move that Jia Wen Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jia Wen Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Xiao Dan Zhu.
May it please the court, I move that Xiao Dan Zhou be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Xiao Dan Zhao be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for those whose admission has just been moved to swear an oath or make an affirmation. Please stand as directed by the officiator. As directed by the officiator.
That's right. For the rows, just rows 1 and 2 on my right, please stand. Thank you. Mary Adams, Dana Ajaz, Jonathan Amazian, James Philip Artemi, Sally Elizabeth Bastian, Sophia Rose Benham Gestal, Anthony Bonacorso, Monique Caban Galtarosa, Jikong Chen, Sophie Nicole Chilvers, Samantha Terry Chu, Angie Choi, Taylor Kate Chucky, Robert Christopher Collison, Isabella Jane Conquest, Simone Ellie Konya. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
So help me God.
Thank you. Please sit down. And could rows 3 and 4 on my right please stand? Alexandra Sarah Dadich, Laura Magdalena De Feta, Sydney Tan Quang Do, Veronica Flores Ramirez, Catherine Sarah Jimenez, Eileen Grow, Noah George Harris, Ethan John Keith Henwood, Paul Chung Min Hong, Thomas Henry Humphrey, Brianna Claire Kayan Hundy, Amy Louise Johnson, Peter Kostoglu, Erin Caitlin Letty Rebecki, Jessica Jane Lees, Rui Ching Lee, Sophia Zena Lopez, Samuel Mans, and Gurman Mathru. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down. And could the row in front of me please stand? Thanks. Grant Michael Morgan, Aidan Peter O'Callaghan, Sophie Catherine Papadimitriou, Edward James George Paul, Yi Peng, Mariel Leanne Pineda, Guy Rabidou, Naranjan Raghunath, Liam James Ryan, Naya Sharma, Jiaxing Chen. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down. And could the two rows to my left please stand? Sasha Brianna Shanti Singh, Victor Trimin Ta, Charlotte Grace Tosso, Tanya Vandermerva, Aidan Gregory Varvaresos, Shidi Wang, Trine Wissam, Shui Wu, Ran Xia, Mei Lam Yao, Yu Cheng Ye, Jia Wen Zhang, and Zhao Dan Zhu. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down.
On behalf of the Chief Justice and all the judges of the court, may I warmly welcome you all to this, the Banco Court of the Supreme Court of New South Wales. I am Justice Mitchellmore. I'm a Judge of Appeal, and I have the honour to represent the Chief Justice at this morning's ceremony, a very special occasion for each of our newly admitted lawyers. Present with me on the bench today is Justice Kunz to my right, who is a Judge of the Equity Division, and Justice Williams to my left, who is also a Judge of the Equity Division. Today, we constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. We have done so sitting on the land for which the Gadigal of the Eora Nation have cared and been custodians for thousands of years. The court pays its sincere respects to elders past and present, and extends those respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. To all the newly admitted lawyers, it's a great pleasure to welcome you to the legal profession. Today is one for celebration. We know how hard you have all worked to achieve this important milestone. I'm pleased also to welcome those who are with you today or who are watching on the live stream. For many of you, the support of your family and friends will have been invaluable. No doubt, many of them will feel almost equally qualified to be admitted today, having shared the knowledge of the law that you have gained over the years and perhaps been on the receiving end of your developing skills of argument and persuasion. I'm sure they're immensely proud of you, and I encourage you to take the time to thank them. It is a source of great pleasure for us as judges of this court to see so many relatives and friends in the courtroom participating in this ceremony. The ceremony is attended by unique but important formalities, including the fact that your admission has been moved by someone who is already a member of the profession, and that you have made a formal oath or affirmation in the presence of your family and peers and before senior judges of the court. They and we are therefore all witnesses to the serious promises and undertakings you have made. In being admitted as a lawyer of this court, you join an honourable and ancient profession, with the custom of advocates swearing an oath on admission to practice dating back to the 12th century. This court first admitted lawyers in 1824. In May of this year, the court to which you have just been admitted celebrated its 200th anniversary. It is, you might be surprised to learn, one of the oldest continuing courts in the world. That is something of which we, and now you, I hope, are very proud. We had a great celebration and a ceremonial sitting in this courtroom which was overflowing, and some very significant speeches were made. There is a YouTube recording of the ceremony available on the court's website, and I do encourage you to watch it. You are also a very fortunate cohort in that after this ceremony, when you move to the lobby of the court to sign the roll and receive your certificate of admission, you will also be presented with a copy of the court's recently published bicentenary history, entitled Constant Guardian, Changing Times, A History of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, 1824 to 2024, as a memento of your admission in this bicentennial year. It contains a wealth of fascinating information about the court, of which you have each just become an officer. I do hope that you take the time to read it and enjoy it. In celebrating this court's bicentenary, we also celebrate 200 years of the rule of law in New South Wales. The continuity of the rule of law in this state is demonstrated symbolically by the robes that we are wearing today, which, as you'll see from the portraits of former Chief Justices on the walls, are the same as were worn by our predecessors. In a world in which there is much global uncertainty and insecurity, the rule of law is more important than ever, and not simply an academic construct or a phrase of some mere theoretical import. At its simplest, it is the opposite of the arbitrary abuse of power and the rule of autocratic dictators and populists. As we survey the globe, there is nothing theoretical about those threats and realities. In a speech delivered in 2018, Lord Hodge of the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom aptly described the rule of law as a bastion against those who would use chaos as a ladder. In recognition of the role of the legal profession in upholding the rule of law, the standards expected of legal practitioners are correspondingly high. The law can and will lead you all in many different paths, but in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation you have just made is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. You should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice. And you must strive at all times to uphold those cardinal values. Notwithstanding the formality and tradition attending this ceremony, the life of the law is dynamic, and not everything in the legal profession remains unchanging. The admission ceremonies on which I have sat, including this ceremony, highlight that there is a far greater diversity of background among junior lawyers than when I commenced practice. Women, for example, make up more than 2/3 of solicitors under the age of 35. There are also now over 600 women barristers in New South Wales, and some 45% of all judicial officers are women. As Justice Beasley noted when she retired from the court in 2019 to take up her appointment as the Governor of New South Wales, the intellectual vibrancy that diversity has brought to the profession cannot be underestimated, and nor should it be undervalued. The need for human engagement by lawyers with those needing legal assistance is a powerful reason why there should be strong representation of lawyers from the many different backgrounds which comprise our community. That very much includes First Nations lawyers. It is important to the maintenance of the rule of law that the legal profession, including the judiciary, reflects the community we serve. Diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates, and judges assists in ensuring that all people who become involved in our justice system can, and feel that they can, be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of that community. Another change prompted by the pandemic has been the shift in the use of technology in our courtrooms. The advent of artificial intelligence brings with it both opportunities and challenges, with which the legal profession and the courts are and will continue to engage. Although the increased use of technology offers a number of advantages, human nature and human interaction remains at the core of the practice of law. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how others react to different situations, perform under pressure, and deal with each other. An individual in need of your services as a lawyer is in many cases facing some kind of significant personal challenge or crisis, affecting his or her liberty, property, personal well-being, or health or financial position. There is a need to deliver legal services not only competently, but always with sensitivity to the circumstances of the matter and with empathy. That requires a human being with emotional and not artificial intelligence. As a lawyer, you will often need to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools you have developed to think critically and not compromise on your fundamental duties to the court and the administration of justice. Being a lawyer means that you are an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, and an advocate. As you go about your day-to-day work, remember that you are not merely dealing with the law in a vacuum, but as it applies to people's lives. You must strive to deliver legal services competently and fearlessly, and always with courtesy. That human engagement extends to your interactions with your colleagues, including those with whom you negotiate or against whom you litigate. The practice of law can be stressful and demanding enough, without personal animus and antagonism between practitioners adding to the load. It is essential that you maintain your detachment, balance, and good humour, remembering at all times that you are now members of a profession and not a business. For a non-lawyer, law is often incomprehensible. One of your roles as a lawyer will be to make law accessible to others. So strive to be clear and concise at all times, in both your writing and your speaking. To do so facilitates access to justice. At various points of your career, you will make mistakes, some minor, some more serious. We all make mistakes from time to time. When you do make your mistakes, your commitment to honesty, integrity, and the administration of justice means that you must take responsibility, correct what you can, and learn from those errors. One mistake you must not make is to give your clients the advice you think they want to hear. That will not be good advice, and they will not welcome it in the long run when the true picture emerges. In the practice of the law, your physical and mental health are both extremely important. There may, and I dare say will be times when you will feel overwhelmed, burnt out, or distressed. Legal practice can be all-consuming and physically and mentally taxing. You must work hard to keep your balance and keep your eye out to ensure that your colleagues do as well. If you do get overwhelmed by it, as frankly we all do from time to time, try to take a step back and recapture some perspective. Also remember that the law is a highly collegiate profession. And in that context, let me now call upon junior representatives of the New South Wales Bar and the Law Society to say a few words. Mr. Fennell, do you move?
May it please the Court. My name is John Fennell, and I've been practising for just over 2 years at the Bar, predominantly in criminal law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. While the legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, it is also a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case, a barrister. I am proud to be a member of the legal profession. As a lawyer, including as both a solicitor and barrister, I have been immensely fortunate to represent individuals, companies, and even the state in a broad range of matters. Every day is different and carries unique and intriguing challenges. I'm deeply rewarded by all of the opportunities I'm given to provide advice, advocate in court, and protect people's rights through the legal system. In terms of how I got here, I was fortunate to grow up with some lawyers in my family who encouraged me to consider a career in the law, given I enjoyed a good argument and was somewhat of a contrarian. That encouragement led me to study law, then work as a tipstaff and researcher in this court, then as a solicitor, and now as a barrister. I'm very grateful I was steered in this direction. Those who encouraged me proved they knew me well. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website. Each year, there is also a Career at the Bar Open Day. In your first year of practice as a reader, you receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority, who meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But the support you will receive is not limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, which organises social and educational functions for barristers of 0 to 5 years standing, like me, and a diversity and equality committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, namely, to attract people to become barristers regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual orientation. Whether as a lawyer or barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honourable court. May it please the court.
Thank you, Mr. Fennell. Ms. Nelson, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Jasmine Nelson, and not so long ago I stood where you are standing today. And what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect. It was not always easy. Often it was overwhelming. But as I stand here today, after almost 5 years of working as a solicitor, I can tell you I have already learned a thing or two. One of the most important things I have learned is the importance of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which you now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community, with our 30,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to the continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to our communities and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That is why I have been a part of the Law Society of New South Wales and New South Wales Young Lawyers for 5 years. Here I have found friendship, inspiration, guidance and support when I needed it most, as well as opportunities to advocate and join committees. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you will gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. It is the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as newly minted solicitors can thrive and succeed in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Look us up or speak to your employer. We look forward to welcoming you in the Law Society community.
Thank you, Ms. Nelson. Can I say this to you all in closing? The law is a wonderful profession, stimulating, challenging, and satisfying, and populated by intelligent, committed, and dynamic individuals. You should be proud to be a lawyer and of your achievements to date, and the profession you have just joined. It is a very important profession that underpins stability and cohesion in our community. You are now a very important part of that very important profession. Work hard, take pride in your work, look out for your colleagues, and contribute to your community. We wish you all the very best of luck on the exciting journey that lies ahead and a full and rewarding career. On behalf of all of the judges of the Supreme Court, I once again congratulate you on your admission and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.